Hello friends, I am Dr. Ashish Agrawat. Welcome to my channel Live Biochemistry. In this video, I am going to talk about the metabolism of fructose and its related disorders like fructosuria and hereditary fructose intolerance. So fructosuria and hereditary fructose intolerance. And we will also see the NEET PG MCQ that will be helpful to you in the competition, right? So this metabolism of fructose is a minor pathway of carbohydrate metabolism. So the major dietary source for the fructose is the disaccharide sucrose. So sucrose in our body is broken down by the intestinal enzyme which is present in the intestinal brush border, that is sucrase. This sucrase, it will act on the sucrose and it will break down sucrose into the glucose and fructose, right? In the body, entry of fructose into the cell is not controlled by the hormone insulin. Okay, as we know, for the glucose, it is mediated by the insulin. This is in contrast to the glucose, which is regulated for its entry into the majority of the tissue, like glucose transporter 4, which is in the skeletal muscle and adipose tissue, that will help in transport of glucose. Okay, with the help of insulin. But sucrose is not dependent on insulin. Okay, so this is very important. So whenever you take the food that contains the fructose, it is rapidly cleared. Also, the source of the fructose is honey and fruit. So many fruit juice and honey. Also the canned sugar, table sugar. Okay, so they will contain honey, fruits. They will contain a good amount of fructose, right? So again, apple, pear, mango, all these fruit juice, honey, they are the good source of fructose. Also the soda with HFCC. This is high fructose corn syrup, right? Now, once fructose is formed in the body with the help of sucrase enzyme, so sucrose is broken down by the sucrase enzyme to glucose and fructose. Now, what will happen to the fructose? So, fructose is taken up by the intestinal brush border, right? So, this is called okay, and this is intestinal brush border. So, it is taken up by the intestinal brush border by the GLUT5 transporter. So, this is very important. This GLUT5 transporter is specific for the fructose. So, this is also asked in the competitive exam, right? And towards the basolateral side here, towards the capillary, it is taken up by the GLUT2 transporter. Okay, and it is taken up by the capillary, and by that it will go to the portal vein, and that it will go to the liver. Okay, and liver is a major metabolic site where fructose is metabolized. So now we will see how fructose is metabolized. So fructose is converted to fructose 1-phosphate. So 1-phosphate group is added to the fructose with the help of enzyme fructokinase. Remember, kinase will add the phosphate group, and here donation of phosphate group is by the ATP. So ATP is itself converted to ADP, right? And fructose 1-phosphate is formed. Now, this fructose 1-phosphate is converted to glyceraldehyde, and dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Here the enzyme is aldolase B. Remember. So here you can see in glycolysis there was a formation of glucose to glucose 6-phosphate, right, by the hexokinase enzyme. Then glucose 6-phosphate was isomerized to fructose 6-phosphate. Then again PFK enzyme, and it is converted to fructose 1,6-bisphosphate, which is broken down to glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and dihydroxyacetone phosphate. You can see the difference. Here there was fructose 1,6-bisphosphate, 2 phosphate group were there. So here 1 phosphate group, and here dihydroxyacetone phosphate, there is 2 phosphate group. Here there is only 1 phosphate group which is given to the dihydroxyacetone phosphate. So here it is not glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Here In fructose metabolism, it is glyceraldehyde. Now, glyceraldehyde with the help of triose kinase, triose means 3 and kinase means that will add the phosphate group. It is converted to glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate, and that can go to the glycolytic pathway. Okay. So this is the one pathway where this fructose can be metabolized, right? Now here there is an important, here the aldolase enzyme is a rate limiting enzyme of the fructose metabolism, rate limiting or key enzyme. But here in fructose metabolism there is no regulation, unlike glycolysis. Okay, like glucose breakdown, here it is tightly regulated with the PFK enzyme. Here there is no PFK enzyme. So in fructose metabolism it is not regulated. That is very important point. Fructose metabolism is not regulated, right? And here also this dihydroxyacetone phosphate can form the, it can be converted to glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate and go to the glycolysis, or it can be converted to glycerol phosphate, glycerol 3 phosphate, and it will form the triglyceride, right? And here in glycolysis also it is converted to glyceraldehyde, is converted to glycolysis, it is converted to pyruvate converted to acetyl CoA, and excess amount of acetyl CoA can go to the fatty acid synthesis, okay, or cholesterol synthesis. So ultimately fatty acid synthesis, cholesterol synthesis, glycerol is synthesized. So ultimately triglyceride will be synthesized, and they are taken up endogenously by the VLDL, and it will form the fatty liver. So as such, fructose, they will provide the energy, but it can cause the formation of fatty liver, and triglyceride synthesis increase, and it can lead to the heart attack. So it is very dangerous, right? That's why you cannot take fructose as an alternative to the glucose in case of diabetes, right? That is a very important point that you have to remember, right? So fructose is converted to fructose 1 phosphate. Here the enzyme is fructokinase. If this enzyme is deficient, it will lead to the fructosuria. Here you have to remember that there is no renal threshold for the fructose, so excess amount of fructose, because of the deficiency of fructokinase, it will directly excreted in the urine. But as such, it is a benign condition. It is a benign condition, and it is accidentally found during the urine examination. Okay, so you need not to worry about the fructosuria. If there is a fructose 1 phosphate, it is converted to glyceraldehyde and dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Here the enzyme is aldolase B. Here you have to remember there is aldolase A that will act on the fructose 1,6 bisphosphate to convert it to glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate and dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Okay, that is present in the liver, and that is for the glycolysis. But here there is a aldolase B enzyme, it will convert to glyceraldehyde and dihydroxyacetone. This enzyme is deficient, it will lead to the condition called as a hereditary fructose intolerance. Okay, this is very important for the AIMS exam, JIPMER exam, or any competitive exam. Hereditary fructose intolerance, right? So what will happen here, because there is a fructose 1 phosphate is not converted to glyceraldehyde and dihydroxyacetone phosphate, fructose 1 phosphate is accumulated. So inside the cell, this charged molecule is there. Okay, it is trapped. This fructose 1 phosphate, if it is trapped, it will break down the liver, damage the liver cell, it will lead to the liver damage. Okay, it will affect the liver, it will affect the kidney, and energy stored as a phosphate in the fructose 1 phosphate. So there is a decreased ATP. As we know, 6 ATP is required to form 1 molecule of glucose from 2 molecules of lactate. So ATP is required for the gluconeogenesis. As ATP is not there, ATP energy is trapped, so there will be hypoglycemia in case of hereditary fructose intolerance, right? So this is point that you have to remember. That another point, that how fructose is formed from the glucose, and glucose is converted to sorbitol by the aldose reductase enzyme with the help of NADPH, and this sorbitol is broken down to fructose by the sorbitol dehydrogenase enzyme. Okay, that we will see in detail about the sorbitol pathway. Okay, so fructosuria, there is a deficiency of fructokinase enzyme. It is a benign condition. Hereditary fructose intolerance, this is most important. Okay, that you have to remember. There is absence of aldolase B enzyme. Okay, so fructose to fructose 1 phosphate, the enzyme is fructokinase. If this enzyme is deficient, it will lead to the essential fructosuria. And if there is a hereditary fructose intolerance, fructose 1 phosphate is not converted to glyceraldehyde and dihydroxyacetone phosphate. It is autosomal recessive disorder. Okay, and treatment is must, you have to avoid sucrose and fructose rich diet. Okay, and as we know, if there is an increased phosphate, that can be either fructose 1 phosphate or entry into the glycolysis. So as we know, fructose will be when we take excess amount of fructose in our diet. So if we take excess amount of high fructose corn syrup or fruits or canned sugar, what can happen? That fructose can be converted to fructose 1 phosphate, glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate, dihydroxyacetone phosphate. It will enter the glycolysis. More amount of pyruvate, more amount of acetyl CoA is formed, and it can form the fatty acid synthesis or cholesterol, right? And dihydroxyacetone phosphate can be converted to the by the dehydrogenase enzyme. It is converted to glycerol 3 phosphate, and they will form the triglyceride. Okay, so there will be hypertriglyceridemia, and it is a atherogenic. It can damage the heart. So it is cannot be used as an alternative to the glucose in diabetic patient, because fructose will cause the heart attack, right? And here, what will happen if there is a hereditary fructose intolerance? The fructose 1 phosphate is accumulated, so energy is trapped, so phosphate is decreased, so ATP is decreased, it will be converted to gout again, and this decreased ATP, so as we know, gluconeogenesis 6 ATP is required, it will lead to the hypoglycemia. Okay, there will be decreased protein synthesis. Okay, and so this is about the hereditary fructose intolerance. Now we will see about the different MCQ. So which of the following is a transporter? Which of the following transporter is specific for the fructose? So option A, GLUT transporter 1, option B, GLUT transporter 3, option C, GLUT 4 or GLUT 5. So as we know, GLUT 5 is specific for the fructose. Remember, okay, GLUT 5. Now second question, 10-month-old boy comes to the OPD with history of vomiting, jaundice, hepatomegaly, and features of irritability on standing. Okay, on starting wearing the fruit juice. Okay, so after the 6 months, when started the giving the fruit juice, he developed. Okay, baby boy developed jaundice, hepatomegaly, irritability. Okay, and this was a question asked in the JIPMER exam. Okay, the which of the following enzyme is deficient? As we know, this is a typical features of history of fruit juice, so it will be hereditary fructose intolerance. So which enzyme is deficient? It is aldolase B. Okay, we see the different option also, like fructokinase, it will lead to the fructosuria, which is a benign condition, right? Glucose 6 phosphatase, if this enzyme is deficient, it will lead to the von Gurke disease. Okay, and it will manifest in the early 3 to 4 months, and it patient will have a hypertriglyceridemia, hyperuricemia, and jaundice and fasting hypoglycemia. Okay, that is very important feature. And galactose 1 phosphate uridyl transferase deficiency, it will lead to the galactosemia. There will be oil drop cataract, and it will manifest early because of the mother milk. It will manifest even in the 2 to 3 day of life. Okay, so in 10 months it will not be there. So best suitable answer, because person is baby was on fruit juice, typical history, and these are the features. So out of this option, the best answer will be hereditary fructose intolerance. So hereditary fructose intolerance is due to deficiency of, so we can here see there is aldolase B. This aldolase E is used in the glycolysis. Fructokinase will lead to the fructosemia. Okay, and sucrase is the enzyme that will be responsible for breakdown of sucrose. but hereditary fructose intolerance is due to deficiency of aldolase B. Then false about the hereditary fructose intolerance is deficiency of aldolase B, accumulation of fructose 1-phosphate, hyperglycemia or liver kidney. So here in fructose intolerance, because gluconeogenesis is not there because of decreased ATP, it will lead to the hypoglycemia. Hypoglycemia. Okay, so not hyperglycemia. So all are the correct options: deficiency of aldolase B, accumulation of fructose 1-phosphate, and liver kidney are involved. So the correct answer here is C. Okay, so this is all about the fructose metabolism. So I hope you like this video and it will be useful to you. If it is useful to you, please share it with your friends, like the video and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get the notification for my future video also. Thanks friends for watching. Bye.